Have you played any video games lately?
Nope. So welcome back to another episode, and yes, I had to do a parody of Red Letter Media there. It's just too much fun to do, and we have not been drinking this beer.
No.
We actually don't drink beer here anymore, not at all, but
No,
it was really fun to pick up some of these beers. Not sponsored, by the way, or anything like that. We just thought it'd be fun for the set, mimicking Red Letter Media.
Did you see the new Alien film?
But we're here to talk about some games we've been playing recently. And I'll ask you guys, what are you playing? Are you playing a brand new game, an old game? Let us know down below. And yes, the Kim Meister is here. And yeah, there's a lot of games to talk about this month. That is for sure. We're gonna get to Kim's bit in a bit, because we have to talk about some other games. There's so many games, it's like ridiculous.
It's fun.
It has been
So
fun.
much fun.
I've been playing a little game with my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Astrobot.
Oh, it's so cute for her age.
It is. And let me say, I'm somebody who doesn't want to push video games on my child at all.
I want her to do her own thing.
Her own thing. But I was playing this game and she kind of wandered in and she's like, Daddy, what is this? And I'm like, it's a video game. She said, no, it's
well,
not.
let me tell you, Jada.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, no, it's a movie.
Yes.
And she was like, so what we did was we got her a fake controller and she was playing alongside me. And that game, I just want to say that Astrobot is a phenomenal game.
Why do you say that?
It's got so much charm. There's so much addiction to it. There's so much to uncover. It's just brilliant. They've really spent a lot of time to get this game right. It is the Sony equivalent of Mario. And what do you think? What do you think about it walking in the room?
Oh, when you said come check this out, I was like, oh, okay, fine. Like I wasn't too expected what to expect really. And then like the graphics and everything, like you said, the charm, like this is really cute.
It's really cute.
And it's really fun and like interactive too, right? Like lots of puzzles.
It's so many.
So many puzzles. But when you get some of those Astrobots, and it could be like any character, like the Joker.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I like this game.
Yeah. There's so much to it, and it's one of those games I keep going back to and trying to unlock more Astrobots and find them across the universe. That it's deeply addicting. And even when I got past the review phase of like playing the game, I just kept going. I'm like, no, I want completion. I want to try to find all these Astrobots. And I'm telling you, I'm still going crazy because I had it for review, and so there's no walkthrough. So I'm like, where is that Astrobot in that level?
Yeah.
And just trying to find it can be a bit overwhelming.
But fun.
And so that's been a real charming game, and one that I've said that everybody who has a PS5 should get.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's like a perfect family game,
Oh,
right?
I agree.
Perfect family game.
So aside from Astrobot, what else have you been playing?
You haven't even seen this because I was playing it in the other room on the Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
And that is Emio, the Smiling Man. Right here. That's where this whole...
That's where that gimmick came from?
Yeah, this is where this all came from. Because we played the first two games and... The murder stuff, yeah. And you liked them.
I did.
But I loved them. So what this game is it's a visual novel, and it's a detective story. It's a Famicom detective story. And we got the first two games out here. We didn't get physical copies, which is a travesty, but we did get a physical copy of this. And so it's kind of, you would like it because I know you like the murder mystery stuff.
I do.
I know you like those.
I love my murdered podcast.
The podcast. I was just about to say, Kim's obsessed with murder podcasts. It's crazy. And in this, there's been a mysterious death. Somebody got strangled.
Ooh.
And there's an urban legend of this smiling man.
Emil?
Yes, a guy who wears a bag on his head with a smiley face. This right here, I recreated it really, really well. Yeah.
微笑みの笑みに男って書いて、笑みを。
And so there's an urban legend that 3 girls a long time ago got murdered by this smiling man. Or is it an urban legend, or did it really happen, or was it just a murderer? We're trying to get to the bottom of it. And so I understand why a lot of people don't like this game, including yourself. I know you're not totally into it.
Maybe it's because it's slow paced.
It's very
I think
slow
that's what it is. Like I don't mind some slow pace, but like it's a lot of like reading.
And it's interesting because you love reading books.
I do.
But this is kind of like reading books, choose your own adventure, kind of picking, what you want to do next or what questions you want to ask. Different things open up. I understand. Basically, you just clicking on everything until you get to the next
something
thing.
Happens.
That's realistically what happens.
Right.
But there is an investigation mode in here. We can kind of look at the crime scenes and see if there's anything else that the investigators missed that you figured out. And then you go and interview people. And there's a lot of interviewing people, a lot of back and forth.
宇津木探偵事務所の
And it is slow-paced, but I love it. It's the kind of game that you play on a cold winter day with a blanket around you with some hot chocolates.
Ooh, I really like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And marshmallows.
Yeah, and some Baileys, and I'm just adding it up. But and then just playing this game and just doing the investigation and getting closer to finding out who the murderer is. And I hear it's not a long game; it's about 15 hours.
Oh, perfect.
I'm past the first 2 chapters, and I'm going to continue on. I really want to find out who the smiling man is, and is he real?
いってらっしゃい先生
And Kim is playing a massive game. She's still at it. What game is it?
That would be Baldur's Gate 3, and I am well over 100 hours apparently.
I know Kim was the other day. She's like, "Oh, I'm 70 hours in." I'm like, "Nope, you're 100 hours in."
Which is surprisingly, because I almost quit this game.
Have to keep going
Yes. Now, why was that the case?
Like, it was just so intimidating. It was such a large world. It's nothing that I've ever done before. And I just thought it was super overwhelming.
A long way to go still
And yet, when I messaged my friend about it, she just pushed me through it. She's like, no, don't worry, at the beginning's a little bit of a struggle, but if you persevere, it's gonna be so much fun. Didn't believe her, and now I'm at 100 plus hours.
So, what did you change?
I did have to change her job because at the beginning it wasn't working out for me, and once I've done that, it made it a lot more easier. I started gaining more characters, which is what helps you in the long run. You need to collect characters so that you can all fight together.
Yes.
She'll take good care of you
Not only that, this beautiful open world is so immersive, so wonderful. The story play is great. The character development is great. Just the design in itself, you get lost in this world, is absolutely beautiful.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically.
I'm happy to say I'm gonna be on Act 3.
Yay.
And I don't want to finish it, but I know I have to finish it.
Did you know there's some statistics out there that say 49% of people that play Baldur's Gate 3 only get through the first chapter. They never get past that. They never get
Really?
past. They're usually stuck in that first act, and they don't get past that.
Oh, wow.
So, like you, where you were about to quit,
Yes.
a whole bunch of other people, like 49%.
I can see it.
Of people, yeah, because it's overwhelming. It's very, even for me looking at the game, it's very intimidating.
Intimidating,
The
yeah.
amount of menus and subscreens. I'm
Oh,
like, what is
gosh.
going on here?
And encumbered.
Yeah, encumbrance.
Oh my gosh, did not like that. Didn't
No.
know anything about it. I'm like, why is my character so slow? And you're like, I gotta introduce you to something.
Yeah, encumbrance once again. But what do you think of the combat? I know I hear
Yes.
Kim screaming, and sometimes it's like laughing and happy. There's all sorts of emotions going on there.
Because you know me and strategies
Yeah.
are not friends.
Yeah, Kim doesn't like strategy games.
And there's amount of times that I've had to restart fights
Yeah.
until I figure out you have to put one character over here, another one there, and you have to have them going underneath something so it kicks them. And it's a lot of thinking. I mean, I'm used to playing Dragon Quest where it's turn-based. This is like you gotta know which spells you're gonna cast because you might run out of spells and then they might come back at you. Like there was a time where I was playing and I thought I was done, but of course they bring back another monster. I'm like, I'm going to die, and that's when you got up and left the room.
Oh, I do that a lot. I've said that over the years. Like Kim's doing a boss, and as soon as she starts swearing, I'm like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
What now?
Overall, I actually haven't asked you this. What would you give this game out of 10 so far? And you're 100 hours in, you can rate it at this point.
I'm gonna say probably a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yes. I mean, at the beginning, there is no hand-holding, which I get. Sometimes you just don't get those in games. But like you said, people who quit this game is because of that. They just needed to like really kind of introduce people into the game.
Yeah, a little bit slower and a
Rather
little bit
than,
easier.
oh, by the way, this is how it is, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
Right.
So that's where I see it. I mean, I'm not completely done.
No.
So we'll see where that 9 turns into.
Finish the job.
Getting back to some games I've been playing here.
Yeah.
I brought these out for a reason because I did an episode called Gaming Regrets, and some of the regrets I have and we have had with gaming over the years, and one of the regrets I have was for the PS5 VR2 because we just felt like we never got enough play out of it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We never really did. Kim loved Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
And I love the Resident Evil games. And then I just kind of sat behind the TV collecting dust. And I said in that episode that there was a few games that I was going to try. One of them was Legendary Tales. And this game was like, ooh, I think this is like medieval, right up my alley. And Kim was filming me like playing it for a little bit and stuff like that. And yes, you get a sword, you get a shield.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we love that stuff. Fighting skeletons, it's a dream. I would have, like, as a kid, I couldn't have even imagined.
Can you imagine? You'd be freaking out.
I remember, like, in 1988, sitting on the track, doing track and field in gym that day, and I had this big revelation moment where I'm like, I really, like, I was really kind of starting to get into Dungeons & Dragons. I'm like, I really like skeletons and dungeons. It was like I remember having that thought on the track, and I'm like, it's a cold, crappy day out. I'm like, I really like these kinds of stuff.
And then your life was just in that direction ever since.
Yeah! My life just became that, which is just ridiculous. But it's so funny to have that kind of moment on the track, and there I am in VR in the year 2024, fighting the skeletons.
Oh, wow.
The one thing I want to say about the game is a very competent game, but for me, not being in VR for a while, it was a little overwhelming.
Like a shock.
Yeah, and it doesn't handheld hold for you. Like you were talking about Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
This game throws you in. It's like, here's some tutorials, and you're like, I'm in VR.
Yes.
And he's like, tutorials, and I'm like, grabbing things. I'm like, how do I get this into my menu? And I'm dropping my sword, picking it up. It was mass hysteria, and I'm like,
You never make it as a knight.
Well, in reality, I probably would, but in VR, and I'm getting the VR sweats, and I'm like moving, and I'm like, why am I? I'm just like, I wish the game just kind of held my hand for a little bit and brought me into it a little bit easier, but I had a little bit of a hard time just jumping into it. But then I started kind of getting the hang of it, and started swinging my sword around, defending, and I'm like, this is cool, and opening up doors and climbing on things. It was like surreal, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to this game. You've got to try it. You got to try it.
I finished Baldur's Gate.
Finish Baldur's Gate, and then that's another thing. Kim is gonna move on to The Legend of Zelda.
Oh yes.
Echoes of Wisdom.
Looking forward to that one. Never done a game like that.
Kim's never done a Zelda game before, and she's like, yeah, I think I kind of would like to play that. I'm like, that's your game. That's what you're gonna do. Anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, that's about it.
I mean, it's been so far a good year for video games.
I think so. I think
we're not even done.
Yeah, it's been a good year for video games, except for Concord. Hasn't been a good year for Concord. That game just got pulled by Sony. Yeah, really, really crazy with that one. It kind of came and went.
Goodbye.
And I just want to say for that game, oh my God, the character designs were just horrendous.
Where's this coming from?
Yeah, you showed me. I was like,
and you know, it's not about like diverse characters. No, we love all of that kind of stuff. We have no problem with that. They're just ugly designs. Yeah. You know, just like gigantic characters. It's like, man, and they're running around with guns? Like, really? I don't think they could run that fast.
This'll be fun.
But somehow in the game they run super fast. I was not a fan of Concord's design. I even said that when I first saw the trailers. I'm like, this is not for me. I don't know who this is for.
When people work so hard.
You know what? And I think there was a lot of people in the company that did work hard on the game and really aspired for it to be good. But then you had all these bad design decisions and all these bad ideas.
Learning lesson.
It's an expensive learning lesson. It's like over $200 million learning lesson.
My.
And Sony had to pull after 2 weeks.
This wasn't the plan.
No, it just wasn't the one we started with.
That ever been heard of?
Has that ever happened? It kind of happened with Cyberpunk. It got pulled down for a bit and then put back up.
Yeah.
But it's for them to invest in such an expensive game. I just want to say for anybody watching at Sony, if anybody is watching, that really think about what gamers want. We want to play as cool-looking characters. I don't want to play as a character that looks like me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a video game. I don't want anybody who represents me in a video game. I want to see like a super strong, ridiculously overpowered, awesome-looking ninja character or something.
Or there's my character. I want to be a high elf.
Yeah,
my friend's like, you're a high elf. I'm like,
yeah, and even
so
Kim will chime in with her thoughts on good-looking female characters in games.
I always pick the hottest ones.
Yeah, we want good-looking female characters again. Oh my God, have you seen it?
Even men.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
like...
we agree. Yeah, yeah. Like, my God, we like Fable growing up. You should see that main character in Fable. I was like, what is going on here?
We hate you.
When you put out a character that looks really not good, your game will not sell as well. It's logical. You know, it's logical. Oh my God. Fable, Dead on Arrival, Star Wars Outlaws with that character.
Oh.
That's when I saw that character, I was like, what?
Oh no.
Oh no. You know, they should have had a character generator in that game. So
Yes.
it would appease everybody.
Let people create their own characters.
Yes.
But I'm assuming because it's too much money or too much on the game for putting that aside.
Well,
maybe?
I think it's worth putting that in. That way it appeases everybody, and appeases the people in the company that are like, we're trying to appease everybody by giving you a really ugly character, which doesn't make any sense.
You're still mad at me?
You digress.
Yeah, but you know what? Me and Kim stick to playing games that we like, and I don't play games that I don't like. I play games like MEO, you know, the Smiling Man, having a great amount of fun there. Kim's playing Baldur's Gate, playing Legendary Tales, fun stuff. And you guys can chime in.
Yes, please.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you guys playing? Let us know down below. Did you buy a copy of Concord? Did it live up to your expectations? Or was it a raving disaster? And guess what? Concord now is a very hard to find game because they pulled it. And they pulled out all
it's
sorts.
become one of those
It's becoming a collectible item. Even I want one. Even I want one.
Goods delivered. I send everyone their cut.
Just because I can always hold it up and say the game that disappeared after 2 weeks' time. Crazy stuff. I haven't seen that before. You're right.
5 years from now, we'll jump back to that.
Yeah, we'll just to talk about it or something like that. So, guys, what are you playing? Let us know down below. So, anyways, guys, until next time.